to our channel. If you're a first-time homeowner thinking about selling your property and this is your first rendezvous ever, you are in the right place. Today, I'm here to walk you through the entire process from start to finish. But before we dive in, as you already know, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you also click that ring bell notification so you can stay tuned to all the helpful tips that we have coming. Now, I know selling your home for the very first time, regardless of how long it has been, can be both exciting, but most of all, nerve-wracking and stressful. But don't worry, you know I already have your back. By the end of this video, you will have all of your knowledge and confidence to navigate this transaction as smooth as possible. As you already know, I am here to make everything as stress-free as possible. Of course, you already know I'm coming with a pro tip. What is one thing that you think can make or break the sale of your home? Think about it throughout these as I give you these tips, and by the end of the video, I'll actually reveal the answer. Okay, so let's dive right in. The first step to selling your home is preparation. You want to be able to make a great first impression. So for one, you have to declutter, clean, and fix any visible issues. Now, if you go to my playlist, which is called First Time Home Seller's Guide, I have a full video there with details step by step of how to prepare your home to sell. This video right here. The closets, the garage, your backyard, like all the stuff that you do not need, especially if you're just preparing to move. Let's go ahead and start packing this stuff up. Yes, we can put it all in the garage. Now, in doing this and preparing successfully, this will ensure buyers to envision themselves in your home when everything is kind of like neutral. It's not a lot of things. It's kind of decluttered. And it's kind of gives some open space so they can envision themselves living here, kind of envision their own furniture there. It just really helps buyers to see the full potential of your home. Next up is going to be pricing your home right. Pricing your home right. Now, you don't want to overprice and, kind of what I like to call greedy sellers, but also you don't want to underprice and leave potential money on the table. What you want to do is research and compare homes that have sold in your area and kind of find something in the middle of the sweet spot. You typically want to look at homes that have sold within the last 3 to 6 months. And if there aren't any homes that have kind of sold in maybe like a 5-mile radius, you may want to go back either a year or kind of expand your search within some, mile range. This will ensure you to come up with a competitive price where it's not too much or too little, as every home is different and the market is always going to tell you what your house is worth. So now you already know if you don't get any offers or any potential buyers, it's overpriced. Marketing matters. So basically what you want to do is go over a game plan with either me or your realtor if you're in another state, because if you're in Southern California, you better be using me. No, I'm just kidding. Not kidding. So what we want to do is discuss how to showcase the best features in your home. And we will do this through high quality photos, virtual tours, open houses, marketing, like paper marketing, like flyers, postcards. Usually you or your realtor can come up with a full campaign that usually suits best for, all homes. Of course, if it is a more prestigious, elevated luxury home, we are going to want to choose the best campaigns. But if it is a fixer-upper, we still want to show space. We still want to show the outside. We still want to show full potential through these pictures. And also, another effective way, since we are in 2023, is social media. Everybody wants to see maybe drone videos, full like outside videos, so they can actually see what's around. Social media and your online presence of your home is going to leave a great first impression. As we all know, as I said at the beginning, first impressions really matter. So social media and the online presence and all of the marketing materials is what's going to draw the crowd to even see your home for the first time. Always remember, the most visually appealing homes get the most attraction. Now, let's say you've gone through the open houses, your open house was amazing, and you got some offers. Now you're ready to negotiate with the other agents. So once you have an interested buyer, it is time to negotiate and actually close the deal. Now, one thing I always tell people to keep in mind as a seller, envision yourself as the buyer for once. So what that means is, if you were walking into your home for the first time, would you buy it all over again? At the current state that it looks like, and basically pretty much in the current market value. So your first thing is going to want to be flexible and open to compromising. We all know you and the buyer both have specific needs and concerns that are not necessarily going to align with each other, and they may be very, very different. You always want to be able to work with the buyer and the buyer's agent and kind of come through with mutual beneficial agreements that work for all parties. This will make the process of selling the home so much smoother, less stressful. I mean, trust me, we try to get through things. There's already enough paperwork. You're already moving out. You're already like dealing with, I'm sure, your other home situation. So let's try to make this one as seamless, as smooth as possible. And you always get through that by just, closed mouths don't get fed. So you have to just get through things by speaking, but also being flexible and open. So last but not least, we're gonna cover the most important and overlooked step in the home selling process: moving out. A lot of people undermine the move out situation because they kind of think, oh, I won't get any offers. Oh, a buyer is going to be flexible with me, and I'll get to casually just, kind of get ready to go. This is not a no plans, just vibes type of situation. You actually have to have your plan in motion before you even open escrow. It is so ideal. So what you want to start doing is at the beginning of the listing, or maybe even before, a little bit before listing your home, you kind of want to start decluttering and organizing your belongings. Anything that needs to be trashed, we want to kind of start neutralizing the home, getting things out of there. I call it look like you're moving out. Now, what you want to do is start packing and decluttering well ahead of your closing date. Yes, ideally in California, escrow is about 30 days, but that is also something else that is negotiable between you and a buyer. But now we know packing up a 3, 4, 5 bedroom home is not the easiest. So what you want to do is give yourself like a full time span before you even get there, because sometimes escrow cannot have any hiccup and close on time, or sometimes you may have some hiccups in between and not close on time. But hey, we're not stressing about an extra day or two, I'm sure. This is guaranteed to take some of the stress off of your back. You're already going through negotiations. You're already having to complete a bunch of paperwork. We want the packing and decluttering process to be stress-free as possible. We want things to move on time. We want basically all of our ducks in a row, so that does not become an issue with the family that is taking on your home. Trust me, I always tell my sellers everything is up for negotiation, but sometimes ideally our buyers do have specific timelines as I know do my sellers. But hey, there's many ways to get creative. As long as you're being open-minded, the transaction is guaranteed to come out in your favor all the time. There you have it. Here is your comprehensive first-time seller's guide laid out in the blueprint for you. Remember, selling a home is a very complex process, but with the right guidance from me or your out-of-town realtor, it can also be extremely rewarding. Think of it as closing another chapter in your life. Now, let's go ahead and reveal the answer to our pro tip question. What can make or break a successful home sale is going to be, drumroll please, preparation and presentation. And like I said, I do have an entire video based on preparation alone, because that is going to be the most difficult part, and that tends to also be the most stressful. Make sure your home is presentable and buyers will notice. Even if it's not the most put together, the most updated, the most renovated. As long as your future buyers can see a clear vision of what could be, that's all they need. Your home will get off the market and you will be able to move on. We want to look at it as a reward, not a burden. So if you found this video helpful, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and share it with your fellow homeowners. I know the economy is ever changing, so is the housing market. So if you have any questions, or even if you want to share your own tips with my fellow homeowners that are watching this video, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to again subscribe, because I'm always bringing the value. This content is so valuable that it kind of is timeless. No matter the times, this is things that you always will need to know. So if you're ready to go ahead and take the next step and actually sell your home, go ahead and reach out to me or your local real estate agent expert. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Love you. Bye.